Fans, we are live here at the John J. Moore Athletics and Fitness and Coach Charlie Brown Court for non-conference action today as NJCU takes on the Bears of St. Joe's. Gothic Knights come in at 7-10 overall. The Bears are 1-14. They have struggled this year, losing their last 5. We are having a problem with our primary camera upstairs today, so we probably are not, unfortunately, going to have that during the match. Tried everything we can. We believe one of the cables is out, so we will make do with 2, including the StatCam here tonight for the first time. It'll be Jimmy Vega serving for the Knights. We'll give you the full lineup for you in just a moment. And that is a kill by number 5, Tim Driscoll. He is their top player. Driscoll, a senior out of Staten Island, New York, St. Peter's High School, 6-foot player who had a great match against Yeshiva in 5 sets on Tuesday. He had 21 kills, a career high, and 19 digs. Julian Marrera with the roll shot. And again, finding open space is Driscoll. Serving will be the setter, Timothy Boyd. Marrera from the outside, and he misses long. The lineup today for St. Joe's. Freshman libero Rogers Hatanga out of Corona, New York, number 3. Number 4 is Timothy Boyd, the senior setter out of Staten Island, New York. Jeffrey Rodriguez destroys that one. Tim Driscoll, we already talked about him, the senior out of Staten Island, New York. As the Knights will get a kill out of that. Also starting for the Bears, Juan Haran Ocampo, a freshman out of Armenia, Colombia. Stephen Eddy, number 9, junior outside hitter out of Glendale, New York. And a 6'4" senior middle blocker, number 15, Sean Salomons out of Staten Island. As Salomons attacks that one, tries to put it back, dug up by Jonathan Andrews. And on the outside, Leo Ferrari will get the kill as Hatanga couldn't keep it alive. For the Gothic Knights, Jonathan Andrews will be one outside hitter, 6'2" sophomore out of North Bergen. He is currently serving for the Knights. Leo Ferrari, 4-time NJAC Rookie of the Week out of Kearney, New Jersey, will be our other outside hitter. The right side today, Julian Marrera, who's been a middle all year, played outside in the last match, as that right there is a stuff by Rodriguez and Marrera. Well, Marrera will move to the right side today. We'll see how he does there in a new role for NJCU. Middle blockers are going to be Jeffrey Rodriguez, number 8. He's in for the Knights, the rookie out of Elizabeth, along with Christian Ramirez, the sophomore out of West New York, and Jimmy Vega, former first-team All-State selection out of Harrison High School. The other junior on the court, along with Marrera, will be the setter. Of course, one more junior, that is J.J. Bertacia at libero in the black uniform, wearing number 9 for the Knights. So 5-4, the Bears are on top early. This is the 5th ever meeting between these teams. Andrews, perfect pass to Vega, and that's an easy put away for Jeffrey Rodriguez, the 6'6", 230-pound rookie out of Elizabeth. The previous 4 meetings all time between these clubs, NJCU won all 4 by 3-0 decisions, all sweeps. Tip at the net, and no one there to cover, so that is a kill for Stephen Eddy, the junior out of Glendale, New York. Salomons will serve here. 6'4" senior out of St. Peter's High School in Staten Island. Andrews, Vega setting up Ramirez nicely, and on the overball, Bertacia covers, and Marrera just misses long from a new arm motion he is swinging today. He is starting in place of Joe Stawicki, who had been starting at right side for much of the season, but did not get the nod today. And Jeffrey Rodriguez making a big impact along with Marrero in the match against Baruch on Tuesday. Leo Ferrari misses long, and the Knights attack errors have them behind 3 points right here in game 1. Herrera again, and never went over. And the Knights trail 9-5. Andrews with the pass. Ramirez, and that was going to be kept alive. Dejan St. Rose Cuffey got a piece of it initially. Actually had to readjust his glasses mid-jump. And that'll be a kill for the Knights as they were into the net. So that will be a couple changes here. And Joe Stawicki will come in for Marrero. And Aaron Mantilla, rookie setter out of Kearney, will serve. Kept alive. Nice touch there by Andrews, and Bertacia sends it over on the free ball. Another soft attack there. The Knights, however, not a great pass, have to keep it alive. Third opportunity for the Bears, and they slide it through on the kill by Eddie. Not a good start for the Knights. They trail by 4 to a team that they have swept every time they've played them. Bears out of the Skyline Conference, the league NJCU formerly was part of. Ferrari on the outside, good spot there, dug up by Driscoll and tipped over by Boyd. Mantilla finds Ramirez for the kill. And that will be long. And at the net, second chance here for the Bears. And that's going to be a net violation on NJCU. I think Joe Stawicki made contact, dragging the net down. So the Knights already have 4 attack errors. That's a blocking error. And they trail 11-8. Ferrari with a great pass to Mantilla. Stawicki, and he misses long. The lefty swinging too hard there. Knights are 5 kills, 5 errors thus far. They trail by 4. Andrews to Mantilla, and then Andrews with the crush. So Jonathan Andrews, maybe that will be enough to ignite the Knights in what has been a lackluster start. Of course, this match getting on the air late because the match started late. The Bears coming from Brooklyn got stuck in traffic in the Holland Tunnel. So this one started at about 7:20. And that's going to be a double contact there. It'll be a point for NJCU there within 2. The Bears' lone win this season came on March 7th in a Skyline match against Yeshiva. They won that one 3-2. They lost the rematch on Tuesday, also by a 3-2 margin. NJCU beat Yeshiva earlier this season by a 3-1 count on February 21st, actually 1 month ago today. So 13-10, St. Joe's in front. Another great pass. And Stawicki, kept alive, sent over by Cuffey. Out of the back row, Ferrari is wide. Knights are 7-10 on the season, largely against very good competition. Their losses have come. Stawicki this time finds the back corner. So Morera and Vega will return. Vega will serve for the Knights, his team down 3. Ira Thor with you here live at the John J. Moore Athletic and Fitness Center. Coach Charlie Brown Court, Paul Tannucilli. Starting pitcher now on the NJCU baseball team is our director producer, John Pudder, Ron Jones on camera, along with Jeanine Moseti and our official statisticians tonight, Liz Danko and Alyssa McGee. As NJCU on the attack error have cut it to 2, have Solomon's misses wide, and it's 14-12 Gothic Knights. After the timeout, Sullivan, I should say Driscoll actually, Driscoll with the point there on the little bit of a roll shot. Driscoll's only 6 feet tall, but he's been their leader all season. Averaging 2.8 points, 2.37 kills, and a shade under 0.4 service aces per match. Pretty good numbers overall. He also is a big defensive contributor, Driscoll is, at 2.39 digs per set. The Knights are within 2. 15-13 is your score, and a jumper by Andrews is long. Another error for the Knights. That is their 3rd service error so far. And St. Joe's with one of their own. 7 kills for the Knights thus far. They're hitting 0-50. They're being out-hit by a team that is 1-14. They need to pick it up here. Not a good set at all. And that one was both a double contact and, quite frankly, probably outside the antenna. So on the ball handling error, NJCU with a break. Second one called on the Bears, and the Knights are within 1. That pass was into the net, and that forced a tight attack, a tip there. No chance with Solomon's trying to go up against Christian Ramirez, and Ramirez with an easy solo block. We are tied at 16 apiece. So the first tie since early on, and Vega gets a finger on it, couldn't keep it alive. And Solomon's with the winner. That is his first kill of the match. Driscoll and Eddy have 3 each for St. Joe's. Ferrari and Rodriguez have 2 apiece for the Knights, who trail by 1 as Sean Solomon serves. Oh, that's perfection, and destruction follows as Christian Ramirez puts it to the floor. Joe Stawicki will return. Aaron Mantillo also back in. He will serve. Edwin Alto is your lead official tonight. Aaron Hanelt, the floor official. And a solo put back. The Bears are able to keep it alive, and then 4 contacts. So credit, I believe that would be credited as a solo block there for Ramirez. And the Knights have their first lead since early on, 18-17. As a poor set there, and St. Joe's no chance to set up, and the Gothic Knights capitalize as Joe Stawicki puts one inside the back row. That second touch is consequential to the offense, and Timothy Boyd right now, and he is not giving his offense much of an opportunity here. Of course, that pass won't do any favors either, as that is an ace for NJCU. That's the view from our new StatCam. So we tried a net cam on Tuesday night. It was fine for 2 sets, and then a ball obliterated it. And that's another ace! Back-to-back aces here for Mantilla, and the Gothic Knights on a 5-point run here have taken a 21-17 lead. That's going to be over on the joust. Ramirez is blocked by Rose Cuffey, who didn't do anything but stick his arm straight up in the air and jump, and found the nut. It's 21-18. Unlucky for Ramirez. Ferrari from the right side punishes it on the line. So that is the StatCam. And another ace for the Knights as they pull away late, 23-18. Ferrari, another serve, this time missing wide. But NJCU, after a bunch of struggles early on, have begun to turn things around. Now they have 10 kills and 3 aces in this set. Serving is Eddie. And a tip there by Ramirez, kept alive. The attack by Driscoll, NJCU's into the net, so credit the kill to Driscoll. And suddenly the Bears have cut it to 3. It's 23-20. 3rd kill for Driscoll. He's hitting now 500 on the match. Mantilla. Andrews, oh, he got up there. Dug up by Driscoll. That should be a triple contact there. The Knights will get the kill. Actually, it's a back row attacker, they're calling it. Back row attack. Either way, set point for the Knights here in game number 1. So Christian Ramirez will serve, 24-20, the Knights lead. And an ace for Ramirez, and that ends that as the Gothic Knights trailed by as many as 4 points here in the opening set, but they're able to bounce back thanks to their serving as they served 4 aces all late here in game 1. They win 25-20. We go to set 2 as we take a break here on Gothic Vision.
Diving in college taught me to strive and be the best athlete I can be, but also the best student I can be. My coaches always made sure that the student comes first, because not everyone's going to become a professional athlete. So they make sure that we will do great in academics. I knew that would only open the door to my future, and I'm really excited to start my dream program for physical therapy. Diving in college taught me to strive and be the best athlete I can be, but also the best student I can be. My coaches always made sure that the student comes first, because not everyone's going to become a professional athlete. So they make sure that we will do great in academics. I knew that would only open the door to my future, and I'm really excited to start my dream program for physical therapy.
And we're back here in set 2, NJCU with a quick 5-1 lead. Apologize for not being with you for the first 6 points. Trying to fix our primary camera, which now will only broadcast in black and white. So that won't work. That will go back to the shop. As NJCU with a 4-point lead here, we'll go with the StatCam and the floor cam tonight. And out of the back row, Jonathan Andrews with a smash. So after a big time serve for the Knights, tipped just long by NJCU. Are they going to say a touch? They will. And the Knights now with a 7-1 lead. So that will be a kill, I believe, by Rodriguez as they talk about things right here. Let's take a closer look. Aaron Hanold. That is the head coach for the Bears, Mark Ledwich, his 3rd season with this program. The St. Joseph's College Brooklyn Bears, not to be confused with the St. Joseph's College of Long Island Golden Eagles, both members of the same Skyline Conference. As we get a little too much Aaron Hanold in the picture, she's standing right in front of the camera. We'll go to a break.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well, but it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that, and it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
After the timeout, 7-1, Andrews was going to get credit for the ace as that one off the top of the tape and falls into no man's land. Team ace there. Timothy Boyd was the closest one to it, but truly had not much of an opportunity. So it's 8-1. Big time serve that goes over in a free ball opportunity. Vega to Marrera, who misses short. A golden opportunity, he knew it too. So Sean Solomons will serve to Jean St. Rose Cuffey back in as the Gothic Knights with a 6-point lead. And Rodriguez, that is kept alive there by Driscoll, but a carry, 2-ball touch there, 2-touch called by Edwin Alto, your head referee. And it'll be Jeffrey Rodriguez serving up by 7. Cuffey with the attack. Out of the back row, Andrews looking for the back corner, misses wide. Vega to Ferrari. Dug up there. And then a useful spot by Stephen Eddy with the winner. Driscoll gets credit for the assist on that one. Rogers Hatenga somehow kept that one up. Off the top of the tape, Bertasia has to dive to keep it over, and then Eddie on the free ball puts it back on one for the winner. So 9-5, Andrews, Vega, and then Ramirez finishes it. So 10-5 the Knights lead. A couple subs will be Aaron Mantilla and Joe Stawicki coming in. Mantilla's serving. And that's going to be attacked long by Tim Driscoll. So an attack error on Driscoll. All of it started by not a great pass there by Hatenga. Didn't allow the setter to have much of an attempt. That's where it all starts. Nearly an ace. And sending it over, keep it alive, is Boyd. Ferrari, that is stuffed back. Another opportunity for Ferrari. A little bit of a roll shot. Sullivan, I should say Driscoll, chases it down. Another free ball opportunity for the Knights. Oh, Ferrari! Zoom, zoom! Take another look at that one in a moment on the slide there by Ferrari. I don't think that one ever went over, however, we play on. Dug up by Eddie. Oh, not another poor set there. St. Joe's somehow staying alive. That is tipped over by Cuffey. And a miscommunication there between Mantilla and Ramirez. We're going to take a look at this play. Look at Ferrari coming behind Ramirez and just absolutely unloads on that one. 12-6, the Knights on top here in set number 2. Ferrari to Mantilla, and then Stawicki. That's dug up, and then on the joust attempt this time, Ramirez at the net is able to win the joust for a 13-6 lead. Oh, another big serve for Ferrari. Somehow Arenga on a good pass there, and that sets up Driscoll for the winner. (13-7) after the kill for the Bears. Andrews flying high and tipping it down inside the 10-foot line. Andrews with a useful spot. Couldn't have put it any better. Substitution for the Knights. We'll take a look at the first time at Raymundo Hernandez, a sophomore defensive specialist out of West New York, New Jersey. And he will serve as the Knights lead by 7. One set to none. Gothic Knights on top here in set number 2. Not the prettiest of volleyball, but effective as St. Joe's with the point. Mantilla to Rodriguez, a little too low. And it's now 14-9 on the attack error. 11th error for NJCU. However, third service error by St. Joe's gives the Gothic Knights side out leading 15-9. Gothic Knight baseball team was supposed to have played today, but it has been raining all day in New Jersey. So their contest against Drew on the road in Madison is rained out. They'll make it up on April 10th. That one will be sent over there. Juan Ocampo, first time we said his name. And the other number 8, Jeffrey Rodriguez for the Knights, with yet another kill. That is number 5 for him in 8 swings. So 16-9, Jimmy Vega back to serve. In the middle, Vega digs it up, and the Knights will send it over. Bertosia smartly allows the Knights to reset. Marrero, Vega, Andrews roll shot, but the setter Boyd is there, and Gothic Knights with some home court advantage right there, 17-9 as that hit the apparatus. So Vega will serve, a little floater towards the back, Haranga with the pass, and then Driscoll sends it deep. Back set to Marrera, and we will have to take another look at that one as Marrera destroys it. And the libero, Rogers Hatanga, couldn't get his hands up fast enough, and he took that one to the side of the face. He gets a round of applause. We'll take another look at that one. Yeah, that happens sometimes. He shakes it off. He comes out of the match. He's going to get a talking to by NJCU athletic trainer Ashley Pace to make sure that he is okay. Via quick substitutions, we'll see the other defensive specialists, Eleazar Okiyuri. So he wears number 2 and he steps in. Ferrari with the dig there. And Andrews just gonna send this one over. Driscoll, Boyd, and then in the middle, blocked back by Rodriguez at the net. And somehow the Knights keeping this one alive. Rodriguez sends it over. And that will be a problem. Well, Kiyuri tried to set that one up there, and the freshman out of Brooklyn, New York, unable to do so. Vega serves that one into the net. 19-10, NJCU in front. Jumper here by Driscoll, and he misses long. So the Knights up by 10 points here in set 2. We'll see substitution. It'll be rookie Dominic Castellano, rookie out of Hudson Catholic here in Jersey City. And John Andrews will serve for the Knights. He's had an excellent match thus far, 6 kills in 8 attempts, hitting .625. He leads all players, also has an ace. Andrews, one of the top servers in the country, and you just saw why. Jonathan Andrews blasts that ace. He's averaging more than .6 aces per set. He had 5 in the loss to Baruch, and he ranks 13th in NCAA Division III in aces per set. Andrews, another useful spot, somehow kept alive. Vega, back set, Marrera tips it. Edie, and then out of the back row, Driscoll, but dug up by Bertosia. Vega looking to Andrews. Driscoll with a great pass on a tough swing. Edie swings away. Andrews there for the dig. Back set, Marrera. This one is going to be tight into the net, And then a free ball opportunity. Rodriguez, back row. Andrews just sends it over. A long rally here. Dug up by Andrews. Bertessia is there. And Castellano sends it deep. One more chance here for the Bears on the longest rally of the match thus far. And the Knights are into the net. A blocking error. Credit the kill to Stephen Eddy. So after all of that, the Bears with the point. So Solomon serving. Rodriguez gets that one. Jeffrey Rodriguez now 6 kills in 9 swings, hitting .556. And man, has he been efficient in his last 2 matches. Really starting to come into his own here late in his freshman campaign. So 22-11, Rodriguez will serve. That one is short. You give a guy a compliment, and he serves an error. So 22-12 as Bertessia returns at libero. Andrews to Vega, and then Castellano with the cut shot there, but that is wide. So another attack error for the Knights. That is their 12th of the match. They've been a lot more proficient here in set 2, however. Hitting .312 in this game, only 5 errors in 32 attempts. Morera looking for a useful spot. And Castellano's the last to touch that one for the Knights. Andrews with another dig. Castellano swings through it and slides it in front of the returning libero, Rogers Hatanga, who's all right after that ball to the face. So Mantilla, Stawicki, both back in for the Knights, are 2 points away from a 2-0 lead in this match. Mantilla with the serve. In the middle there. Finally, Ramirez says enough of this, and he destroys that one. And the Knights have set point, leading 1-0, looking to take a 2-0 lead in the match. Mantilla looking for Castellano, who finishes it off. The rookie out of Hudson Catholic with the big swing. And the Gothic Knights take game 2, 25-13. They lead the match 2-0. So we will head to break. Back for set number 3. NJC trying to sweep the Bears again. There you see the view from the StatCam here live courtside at the John J. Moore Athletic and Fitness Center. Gotham Knights with a 2-0 lead in the match. Set scores that you see up there were not right for game one, but they did win the second one convincingly. We're going to do something new here mid-match. We'll talk to head coach Jorge Rodriguez, 2012 graduate of NJCU, former four-year setter for the Knights. Welcome to the broadcast, Jorge.
Thank you, thank you.
Team up 2-0 here. Game number one. You guys got off to a rough start. What happened there in the opening set?
16. Oh, 6-6, I'm sorry.
You're seeing some
6 cannot play.
Some live adjustments in the middle of the match.
Alex, go in real quick and then you sub out. Hurry up.
All right, a little confusion there. Right,
Yeah.
would you write down the wrong number?
Yeah, I'm so used to putting Alex on the right side that I just put 16 instead of 6. It happens. Happens to the best of us.
Well, let's talk about the first set. You guys with the slow start, and then all of a sudden started putting it together. What was up with the slow start in game one tonight?
I think it started from the warm-ups. They didn't have a great warm-up. They started pretty slow. They were looking a little slow and sluggish, and it translated into the, halfway through the first set, almost the whole first set. But luckily, they woke up and they put it together.
Does that have anything to do with the fact that, with St. Joe's being late there, with traffic problems in Hudson, on the Hudson River crossings, that obviously your timing's off on the warm-ups?
I don't think so. I mean, we've experienced things like this before. Either another team is late or even we're late sometimes. I just think it was just today. I don't know. They weren't ready for it, maybe. But again, they started a little slow, but they picked it up. Considering the fact that we have players out of position.
That's the primary camera.
Right, yeah, like I was saying, considering the fact that we have different players playing different positions now, and they're just getting also used to, again, playing new positions and doing different assignments in the middle of the match. But again, slow start, but hopefully, they keep it up just like they did in the second set.
Bears with a 2-1 lead here in set three. Talk about the move with Julian Marrera in the last week. Started the season and all career as a middle hitter for the Knights. Played outside against Baruch on Tuesday and was dominant, and now playing the right side. What's the rationale behind that? What are you trying to achieve?
And now he's playing middle in the third set.
Oh, he's playing middle, so he's basically playing everywhere. But what was the rationale between him playing on the right side?
Well, first of all, he's one of our most experienced guys. He's one of our leaders on the court, and he's just so versatile, playing everywhere that I could use him everywhere. That's one of the luxuries we have this year. I have 3 really good middles, but I could use them also on the right side or on the outside, anywhere I need them. And again, that's the key for him also being one of the leaders on the team.
How much of an adjustment is that for him, having not played there collegiately?
He's good, man. I told him yesterday, hey, you're playing right side. He was anywhere, just play me and I got you. That's, obviously his best position is at the middle. Of course, he's been playing it for so long. But again, it's just a minor adjustment in his timing and just, approaching a little further or not. But not much of an adjustment. He's just a great player all around, and we see that he could execute it.
Speaking of players coming to their own here, Jeffrey Rodriguez, after a slow start to his freshman campaign, really has come on of late here. The last 2 matches, especially Baruch and now tonight against St. Joe's, you're starting to see him kind of become a dominant player. What was it that finally clicked for Jeff Rodriguez?
Well, I've been after him since he was in high school, so I knew what he was capable of.
That's it right there.
Especially in the middle, he's always been very fast. So again, I think he's just maybe was a little out of shape coming in. He's been off for a year since he graduated, and he was also a little hurt. He's been, He's been playing a lot the year when he was off. So he was a little out of shape, just a little hurt. But now I see he's building chemistry with the new setters that we have, and just building chemistry with the whole team in general. You know, his attitude has changed tremendously. He's one of our best leaders, attitude-wise on the court. He just plays hard, always positive.
Never see him smile though.
That's fine with me, as long as he's not complaining.
We got him getting a smile at some point.
He does.
We crack a joke.
He just got to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he jokes around, he plays around, he has fun. Right here, he probably got the ball. He didn't.
All right, there's a smile. It's a smirk, a little bit of a smirk there, as Ramirez hits it into the net.
He knows he should have gotten that one ball, but our setter's spreading the ball well. Now we have our other middle playing right side, so he's definitely getting, a little confused with the adjustment. But again, that's what we have great athletes that we can put all over the place, and they can figure it out and make a good play.
Jonathan Andrews swings through that one, and the Bears send it over as the Knights have a new libero in the match right now, and Jurlis Vasquez, number 7. Last question for you right now is the fact that we have 2 players who in dominant spots for the Knights, in Ramirez and Andrews, as that was a carry for the Knights, who both missed last year after playing freshman year. How, in your opinion, is their return to the court been in 2019?
Oh, it's been amazing. Not as good as we wanted, but it's definitely still been amazing. Chris has improved tremendously in the middle. He's, our hardest working player. He's, like I said, improved huge in the middle. He's just gotten a lot better, a lot faster, and they're both really athletic. Look at that.
Oh, Andrews destroys that one.
Chris and John, they both fly. They're very fit, very athletic. They just, again, more practice and then just more chemistry with the team, and they figure it out.
That's head coach Jorge Rodriguez. Thanks for coming on mid-broadcast. That's very unusual. I have a coach join us in the middle of the match as the Gothic Knights leading, or we're leading, it's now 7-7 here in set 3, but leading 2-0. And I have a souvenir.
Yeah.
It's mine. Oh, I got to give it back?
Oh, I was going to sign it, but just kidding.
You're going to sign it?
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Jeanine. That's the secondary camera. Primary camera, please. There we go. As that is stuffed down by a combination of Marrera and Ramirez.
Side note, that was all Chris. All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
And another block by Marrera and Ramirez, back-to-back on the outside. Tim Driscoll, the top player. Sends it over. Knights keep it alive, leading 10-7 here as Castellano out of the back row, again on the outside. This time it really was all Chris. But the Bears keep it alive. He didn't help from his buddy Marrera that time. Doesn't need help on that one as Christian Ramirez puts it away. Jeanine Moseti is now our director-producer for set number 3, getting some volleyball directing experience as the Gothic Knights lead 2-0, trying to win this one in 3. Boyd looking to Driscoll on the roll shot. This has to be sent over, and it's rolled by Rodriguez. Another chance for the Bears out of the middle, and missing long is the other middle hitter, Dejan St. Rose Cuffey, 6'5" sophomore out of Brooklyn. 12-7 the Knights lead as we reach the midway point here in game 3. And Rodriguez with the jump serve, a good one indeed. And then a dig, he does everything. And Ramirez into the net on the attack. But Jeffrey Rodriguez, now he cracks a smile. As a great serve and a pretty darn successful pass. The Knights just couldn't execute the attack portion of that sequence. 12-8 Knights lead, and now in match will be Okier, the freshman out of Brooklyn. Okiere is how it's pronounced. Last name is 6 letters, but it has 4 syllables. You don't see that too often. 13-8 is the lead for the Gothic Knights. And another combo block comes back, though, on the continuation play. Tipped over, and the right spot, right time, as Salomons on the free ball able to tip it to the floor. Volleyball will be back in action tomorrow when they play their 3rd match in 4 days on the road in Jamaica, Queens, New York against the Cardinals of York. Andrews misses long with that one. Are they saying a touch in that one? It was a touch, so Andrews is going to get credit for the kill as the Bears with a touch. So they will sub. We'll see number 11, Israel Bautista, senior out of Forest Hills, New York, in the match for the first time today. 5-point lead for St. Joe's. Andrews, the big serve, misses. So 14-10 your lead for the Knights, and back to serve will be Tim Driscoll. Driscoll's got 6 kills. That matches Eddie to lead the Bears thus far, but Driscoll's got 5 attack errors to have his hitting percentage dwindled today. Roll shot by Castellano, now on the outside for Leo Ferrari, and a double contact on the ball handling error, a carry on the Bears. Bautista, not a great set. Can the Knights capitalize? Well, Rodriguez could not, as he is blocked by Sean Salomons. And for Rodriguez, just his 2nd attack error of the match. He was hitting .615 prior to that one. Knights still lead by 4. First block for Salomons, a solo indeed. And he will serve. 15-11, NJCU trying to close this one out. And that is a setting error on Eddie. So if there's one area that St. Joe's has absolutely struggled in this match, it is their setting. Leo Ferrari is going to come in here for Jonathan Andrews as they will split the 3rd set action. Everyone who could play for the Knights tonight has. And into the net on the attack is Eddie. And on the attack error, the Gothic Knights lead by 6. St. Joe's will call a timeout. So will we. 17-11 NJCU here in Game 3.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health.
So Castellano, I should say, actually it'll be Aaron Mantillo serving for NJCU after the timeout. Ferrari saving this one, and Castellano swings away, but an attack error. That one is long, so the Knights now up 6 again for Dominic Castellano. Mantilla pushes outside to Ferrari for the cross-court winner. Castellano, good pass to Mantilla, and then Ramirez, he misses on the right side. Ramirez playing a new position right now. He's been a middle virtually his whole life. And some adjustment here. But his team up 2-0. This is a good opportunity to experiment with some new positions. Mantilla to Ferrari as he is able to roof the block. And that's going to find its way over. What a save there by the setter Boyd. But the Gothic Knights, on a second chance, put it away. Knights 4 points away from their 8th win of the year. And a joust attempt at the net. And Driscoll had the advantage seeing that one come over and was able to put it to the floor. So 21-14 is your score. And that is a winner for the Bears. (21-15), St. Joe's on top. Oh, back in the middle. Marrera swings that one through the floor. And it's 22-15. So the Knights 3 points away from victory. We'll take a look at that one in a moment. Our director, Jeanine Moseti, trying to find a good replay of that one. 2 angles to choose from. Which one will be the best? Serving is Jimmy Vega. And that one will end up being an ace for Vega. So 2 points away from the win. And that will wait as a kill off of the side of the block by Solomons. And it's a 7-point lead still for NJCU. Nice pass by Jerlis Vasquez, and then Marrera with a useful spot. And the Gothic Knights have match point, leading 24-16. And we'll have to wait as Ferrari with the attack error, I should say the service error, into the net. But still, a lot of match points for the Knights to play with here, leading 24-17. Driscoll will try to keep the Bears alive in this one. Vasquez, great pass. And then Marrera says goodnight, everyone. Julian Marrera with the smash. And the Knights win 25-17. And they win tonight's match 3-0 as NJCU improves to 8-10 on the season. 25-20, 25-13, 25-17. Those are your scores as NJCU improves to 8-10 on the year. Final numbers for the Knights in the win after a shaky first set in which they hit 115. They hit 361 in game 2 and had 12 kills in the third set, finishing the match along with 40 kills with 6 aces. They had as many kills in game 2, 18 overall, as the Bears did for the entire match. St. Joe's 18 kills, 15 errors, 85 attempts. For the Knights, well, Jeffrey Rodriguez was your top player. 9 kills, hit 500 on the evening with a block. Jonathan Andrews did a lot to try to match him. He hit 467 with 8 kills and just 1 error, 7 digs and 2 aces. Christian Ramirez had 7 kills, and Julian Moreira also with 7 kills and 3 blocks. Ramirez had 3 blocks as well in this one. 10 digs in 2 sets for J.J. Berdecia. Jimmy Vega, Aaron Mantilla split the setting duties and each finished with 16 assists on the night. So the next action for the men's volleyball team, tomorrow night they'll be on the road against York in Jamaica, Queens. That's a 7 o'clock non-conference road match, and then the Knights will be home for a tri-match on Saturday morning. 11 o'clock they'll take on Brooklyn College, and there'll be a neutral court match between Brooklyn and St. Elizabeth, followed by NJCU and St. Elizabeth at roughly 3 p.m. For our camera operators tonight, John Pudder and Ron Jones, our statisticians, Liz Danko and Alyssa McGee, and our director and producers, Paul Tannucilli and Jeanine Moseti. I'm Ira Thor. Thanks for watching today's broadcast of NJCU Men's Volleyball on Gothic Vision. And until we talk to you again on Saturday, be well, everybody.